Welcome back to the Postal Peterby. I'm your host, Peter Biancamano, and as promised, this is our bonus places segment. We're just going all over the city of Hoboken today. We just had Darius Dish down at Napoli's, downtown 133 Clinton Street. Get there. And now we're at Wicked Wolf Bar and Tavern, located at 120 Sinatra Drive. I'm sure it's a popular hangout for many, many different people watching at home. It's been a popular hangout for me as well, but we won't get into that too much. But we were actually invited here by none other than Pastor Matt over at the Miles Square Church, and we're going to have an exclusive interview with Pastor Matt in the next few seconds or minutes, depending on what we're doing here. And then we're also going to hopefully interview some staff members from Wicked Wolf, because every Wednesday here at Wicked Wolf is their trivia night, and you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. So as promised, we have Pastor Matt here of Miles Square Church. Pastor Matt, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am doing great. That was kind of like a little bit of a robotic answer, though. I mean, you know.
Hey, no, don't.
You know, you got to try to match my energy, Pastor Matt.
I'm right. You're right. I'm sorry. I need to ratchet it up a little bit.
I'm just kidding around with you. So the Miles Square Church is a relatively new church here in Hoboken. And what would you say, when did you come to Hoboken? What was it, about 7, 8 months ago? What was it? I forget.
It's actually we were here 2 years ago. Oh. So July 2017, that's when we moved. My wife and I, and how we actually came to be in Hoboken. It was we were just kind of sent here for all intents and purposes. I had been exploring starting a new congregation in our world. It's called church planting. And so I had looked at that, and that was an option, and I met a coach who was a pastor here in Ridgewood, New Jersey, and he says, "I'll coach you." I was like, "Great, that sounds like a good plan." So they had identified Hoboken, and they just said, "Come to Hoboken." I said, "All right, I'll do that."
That's absolutely fantastic. So 2 years, excuse me, that's how much research I did, folks. My apologies about that, Pastor Matt. So Matt, I'm just curious. So you've been here 2 years now. I've been to many different events that you've done in the community, and we've spoke about this before. And I was just wondering if you can just pontificate it to our viewers. It's not only events where you're trying to build your congregation, but it's also events for the city of Hoboken. I was wondering if you can explain some of those events and some of the people that have been attending and the numbers you've been seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one really good example would be the neighborhood barbecues that we do every single second Saturday in the summertime. We started doing that last summer. And we were approached by the Hoboken Housing Authority, and they just said, hey, we're looking for partner organizations. We're looking for people that can create programming for our residents. Would you adopt this location? I said, that sounded like a lot initially, but then I was like, we could do something once a month. And so we decided to do these barbecues once a month, and they turned out to be a huge hit. We have 30, 40 people coming out on a given weekend whenever we do it, depending on the month, as summers go in Hoboken.
And these barbecues are not exclusive to one area in Hoboken. They're pretty much all over the map, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of narrowly for that community, but we just extend the invitation out to the entire Hoboken community and just, hey, come on over, grab a bite, grab a drink, and it's on us.
And it certainly is on them. Trust me, I've freeloaded off of them several times before, and it's absolutely delicious food. I mean, they got the grills going and so on and so forth. What's different about the Miles Square Church compared to these other denominations, or these other congregations, I should say?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. I think it would be a three-part answer, Peter. The first would be that we are trying to create a place that's safe, that you can come in, if you're emotionally wounded, spiritually just kind of seeking and feeling things out. Maybe if you are morally questionable, you're not a church person, you're welcome in this place, and kind of just be who you are. We don't expect you to be anything other than who you are when you walk into the door. The second thing is we want to create a place where you can feel the safety to text in questions, to ask questions that really deserve answers, because we all have questions about life, faith, and the universe, and that need answering. And so we want to provide answers that are compelling, thoughtful, and provocative. And the third thing is we want to be missionally engaged in our city. We want to really, that no matter if people had walked in the door or not, people would actually experience the positive impact that we are having in the city of Hoboken, regardless as if they've attended the service once before. so they would see that. Yeah.
Sorry about that. So yeah, no, and I think that's vitally important because sometimes you see other churches of older denominations, let's just say, I'm not going to name any, who really look at the person as a number. But and again, and I'm not saying this because I've ate their free barbecue before and I've had plenty of soft drinks at them, but you really do feel it is a community event whenever you're putting something on. And even tonight here at Wicked Wolf, it is trivia night, as I mentioned in the intro of this segment, and I'm sure you're going to have a number of your members here tonight, correct?
Yeah, it's a kind of a small, intimate gathering, and whoever wants to come out, just total open invitation. I was actually just talking to some folks that were in there. It's like, do we have to be part of the church for this? Like, no, you don't have to be part of the church. You don't have to be like a regular attender. Just come, just have some fun, meet friends. And people are looking for friends. We're looking for community. It's crazy that we can live in a 56,000 person town and not have a community. So we're creating that,
That's absolutely fantastic. It really is. So now tell us about where anybody who wants more information can find you. I'm sure you have social media pages. I'm sure you probably have a website, and maybe some of your events coming up in the future.
Absolutely. So if you want to find us online, you can do so at milesquare.church, any web browser, https://milesquare.church, and then Facebook, Milesquare Church, and then our Instagram tag is at Milesquare Church as well. So find us there, any platform, and if you want to email me, hello@Milesquare Church. There's a theme. There's the theme.
I could tell. And how easy is that? Hello, Pastor Matt, I should say. Thank you for joining us. And folks, when we're going to go inside. We're going to have a little fun with some trivia night. We might even see Pastor Matt win a question or two, maybe answer a question or two, right or wrong. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see you inside. Here with Kate, who is a member of the Mile Square Church, and Alex, who is a friend of the congregation at the Mile Square Church. I tell you, Pastor Matt, he brings them all out on trivia night here at Wicked Wolf in Hoboken, Wednesday night. I know it's going to be like a week later that we're filming this, but you know what? Just remember, Wednesday, trivia night, Wicked Wolf, Mile Square Church. Pastor Matt gave you all the social handles. Guys, how are you today, Alex?
Doing really well, Peter.
Wow, well, look at that. She even did the little television voice there. Did you see that? And Kate, yourself?
Pretty solid.
Solid. Man, we're just full of adjectives right now. So, Kate, let's start with you because you are a member of the congregation. How long, you don't have to move back, don't worry. How long have you been a member? How long have you been a member? And what do you look forward to most in terms of either services or events that Pastor Matt holds?
I've been a member since pretty much the start, which is really fun. That's actually, we met Matt at a Zog thing. And that's where he introduced himself and said, "Hi, I'm Matt." And he told us what he did, and we were interested. We were brand new to Hoboken and looking for a church, so we got involved. I'm actually currently social media manager, along with another member of ours, and that's been a lot of fun to be able to do memes and make our own and all this other stuff. But we also give out the really important information like events. My favorite event that we do is actually Real Talk. It brings in so many people from the community and from various backgrounds. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, just go for it.
Now, Alex, you are a friend of the congregation, so it's a little different than Kate here. And so you obviously don't attend any services, or do you attend those services?
We being my husband and I have been to...
She's married, folks, sorry.
have been to a service, and Pastor Matt did a fantastic job, but we actually also met Pastor Matt and his wife Nissa at Zog Sports. They're very athletic folks, and they enjoy all types of sports like trivia and cornhole. And we really got to talking, and they're just phenomenal people, and they really want to make a big difference in Hoboken, so we're definitely on board for that. And also a big proponent of Real Talk, which is really the only place that I've experienced where people of such varying perspectives come together and talk about hot button issues. And yeah, everyone comes in with their preconceived notion about what their viewpoint on abortion or incarceration issues is, but the wonderful thing is that you come out with a lot of more of a varied perspective on the issue, and the only rule is that you have to be respectful. So it's really a nice way to hear other people's thoughts and meet new people that you wouldn't have otherwise come into contact with.
That's fantastic. Total sidebar question, nothing to do with anything we just spoke about. But you spoke about Zog Sports, and then you spoke about cornhole. Is cornhole really a sport?
According
Question
to
for the both of you.
the Zog League, it is a sport. I never knew. It was actually my foray into cornhole doing Zog, so.
All right.
Oh man, I've been playing cornhole since forever. It is a sport. It gets intense.
All right. I guess because it gets intense, it kind of counts as a sport. Kind of? Sort of? Who knows? So now, if we have most of our audience is actually from the Hoboken community, but we have several different people from Hudson County as well that watch. What would you say to them as almost like as an invitation to join either Pastor Matt's congregation or to possibly just come to some of these events such as Real Talk, such as the barbecue, such as the trivia night at Wicked Wolf on Wednesdays? What would you say is an incentive for them to come?
I would say, just reiterating meeting people who you haven't met before and just getting a better sense of the diversity and amazing individuals who are part of the Hoboken community.
Absolutely. Kate?
I would say just come. We have there's no issue with anybody coming whatsoever. Like, we have never turned anyone away. We never will turn anyone away. If you're looking for a Christian community in Hoboken, our church is more than open to everyone who would like to come. And even if you're just looking, as Alex said, to make some new friends and grow a community, we are also available for that through all of our events and everything else.
That's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, this is something that we've spoke about on the show in our Politics with Peter B segment with Josh Sotomayor Einstein. Yes, I had to drop his name, even though he's not on the show. We spoke about how Hoboken is such a transient community. And sometimes there are people that come here and they're looking just for events or organizations or congregations to get involved in. And it's nice to know that Miles Square Church has those open doors for those people.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm Jewish, and it's been wonderful being part of this organization and hearing different religious perspectives, but also perspectives on just life and anything, really. So it's a very welcoming community.
Absolutely. Kate?
I've made some of my best friends here in Hoboken through Miles Square Church and through all of our events. We don't always see people on Sundays, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, everybody comes together and everybody really cares about each other in the community.